Hi, Gerry. Thanks for joining me on this CoinWeek Exclusive Expert Insight.
Oh, my pleasure, Charles. How you doing?
Well, I'm good. So, I guess you're beginning to pack up and prepare for your trip to Denver and the ANA World's Fair money. I'm assuming that you're going to have a nice table?
Right. I will be set up at table 437 in the premium section, and well, I still got plenty of time in terms of getting a lot of consignment material online before traveling end of next week.
So I wanted to talk to you real quick. I'm in the process of preparing CoinWeek's auction preview of the Stack's Bowers Rarities Night Auction. One of the coins that caught my eye might not be the most valuable coin on offer during the session, but it certainly is a majestic coin, a finest known, and a coin from a series that I think you're very familiar with, the Liberty Seated Dime series. So if you don't mind, can you discuss with me for CoinWeek's readers and listeners what you think about Stack's Bowers Lot 2063, the 1871 Liberty Seated Dime and NGC MS68 Star CAC approved?
Okay. Yeah, I've taken a look at the coin, and my first impression is it's beautiful. I mean, it's got the classic bullseye toning. We've got the darker blues against the rim, and then you get the reds, and finally you get the lightly toned centers. So incredibly attractive, and absolutely I agree with you. I mean, it is the finest certified. Some folks who are PCGS purists and for the registry sets may not find this coin desirable, but frankly, to me, CAC approval is kind of like the leveling factor between PCGS and NGC. So an accurately graded coin by NGC with CAC approval, to me, is perfectly acceptable in an advanced Liberty Seated Dime date and mint mark set. So, I think the individuals who are putting the top sets together should seriously consider this coin. But what's interesting about the 1871 date is if you look at the reverse, there's a die crack from the left ribbon end to the right ribbon end. And this whole thing with that die crack's been fascinating because that reverse die first appears in 1870. And that die is used to strike proofs in 1870. And then it appears on business strikes in 1870. So the crack is clearly evident on the business strikes. Then the same die gets reused in 1871 to strike proofs again, and finally business strikes. Now, I've been unable to do the emission sequence on did the business strikes get done first, and then the die was polished up to do proofs, or the other way around. But clearly the same die was used to strike proof and business strikes, and this is an example of probably the finest known 1871 business strike from those dies.
And obviously, the die crack just adds personality to a coin like this. How far into the die's life? You said it was used in 1870. How far did it go before this crack appeared? Are you able to discern the die marriage on examples without the crack?
Well, you don't see it in 1871 without the die crack. But with that die crack, it's fairly common as a business strike. So the mintage using this reverse die for business or circulation strikes was quite high. In the Liberty Seated Dime series, as we went through each design iteration, we seemed to go backwards in terms of striking quality. The Wood Legend dimes are probably the worst in terms of striking characteristics. Many times you'll see flat heads or partial heads on Liberty, and you'll always see some weakness in the upper left reverse on the weak grains. I mean, that's just a really problematic area because if you look at it opposite on the obverse, it's where the rock is. So there's just not enough metal flow to fill the rock and to fill the weak grains. Now, this piece here is beautifully struck. I mean, you've got all the hair details, the complete facial characteristics, and you should. It's graded MS68, so it has to be a full strike.
What type of collector do you think a coin like this might be ideal for?
Well, it should be collectors with a long-term horizon. I mean, I'm a case in point where I built my Liberty-seated dime set back in the 1990s, and I invested, quite a bit of money into that set. And today, if I were to sell it, I would do quite well. So a person that decides to start accumulating this kind of quality needs to have a long-term horizon. If they're planning to just build a top registry set and then sell it a year or two after they're done, they probably won't make much money. But if they're planning to sit on this for 10, 20, or 30 years, that's a completely different ballgame.
Great. Well, thank you for your insights into this coin. Certainly very interesting coin, and I look forward to seeing you in Denver. So if you have something really cool and a really nice coin, we'd love to stop by and take a look at it.
Okay. Thanks, Charles.
All right, Gerry. Thanks. Bye now.